Yes, we are late. Wait. Well, 5 fucking up there. Hold on.
We are late?
Yeah, I can't find it. There it is. Found it. We're good. I'm fucking up. Anthony's good luck. We don't have Anthony right now, and this is bad luck. That's what it is, Ganja. God damn it. Let me lower this
Hey,
shit.
you got me plugging everything. You know I don't know red, blue colors. I'm colorblind, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, over here trying to do HD with RCA cables, you motherfucker.
Hey, I would try anything that works once.
It's never worked. No, never worked. But no, people, yes. So here's the thing. You guys probably wondering, like, hey, I wasn't ready for this show right now. Fucking midweek going on. Like, what the hell? But the thing is Sammy is finally getting his show live. It's happening, man.
Woo!
Woo!
Finally, you can see a Mexican live on television. It's not on CNN.
Oh, yes. No, that's a good thing it's on CNN. And I can see that happening one day because he says a lot of racist shit, but it's okay. Because, yeah, people over here, the countdown is on 17 minutes, and I'm actually really curious to see what's going to happen. He's going to be reviewing The Last Dragon. Which, have you ever heard of The Last Dragon, man?
Shonuff!
Wait, Shonuff? What the fuck's that?
No, it's just like an old 70s black exploitation film about karate.
Oh, fuck. That's going to be rough?
It's great. It's almost like Black Dynamite.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, I mean, that's going to be happening, and I'm actually pretty hyped for that. But on top of that, too, man, like, I mean, we don't want to, like, you know, cross over their whole thing, because I know people would rather watch Sammy than watch us, because it's double toasted. And let's just be honest, Google Hangouts sucks, and it has a really awful look to it, but one day we might fix that. So, with that said, before people start watching this show, this really awesome show, Sammy ain't seen shit, why don't you guys hit me or Ganja up in the face with them, can I get some calls messages? And we'll give you links, and you guys can come in and call, and we can talk about a whole bunch of shit. Alan is busy looking at porn.
Sorry, no, I'm doing it.
He's like, yo, I'm sorry, I was just looking at it.
I was just recording some hentai films, guys. I'll be back on the show.
I was going to get some bathing suits, that's all. I was like, just bikini, I was just trying to, you know, the summer's coming up, I gotta look good. No, but hey. No, we actually going to be very quick tonight. This might be what, I mean, if we put a number on it, 20-minute show, something like that?
Tops.
Ooh, man. Okay, so it's going to be really short, people. So get your asses in there. Message Ganja Guru. You can message me, too, but most likely I will not be able to, you know, see the shit because I'm doing a bunch of things. But on that, I'm not going to talk about the YouTube channel. You guys know that the YouTube channel is here, okay? That's how you're watching the shit. If you guys want to see more of it, click on the Midnight Chat Attack username and then get into the fucking channel and look at all the other stuff we got going on. But there are rules, Ganja Guru. There are rules.
Yes, there are. And I'm going to go quickly through this. I'm not going to throw too much parliamentary into it. So, rule number 1, newcomers join the call first. You guys know this already. Rule number 2, do not talk over each other. This is a problem we sometimes occur with. We do not want to keep happening. Rule number 3, police no nudity. Keep your dick in your pants, folks. Rule number 4, do not give anyone the link. Planned show. That includes who comes on. Rule number 5, read the rules. And Alan, because she ain't here.
Don't be a dick, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker! Hell
Exactly.
yeah. Dude, I love that. We need to make a fucking t-shirt. Just mope apostrophe fucker.
There's a picture of Evil Alley at the bottom of it, and just a good huge caption at the top.
Don't be a penis.
If you flip the shirt inverted, it says dick.
No, but you know what? Speaking of dick, though, I want to talk about a dick, actually, because I'm kind of upset about this, man. I think these guys are trying to, you know, smell themselves a little too much. But yeah, Netflix CEO explains why he wants to cancel more shows. Now, are you a huge Netflix guy, Ganja, or do you pirate a lot?
I pirate a lot, but when it comes to Netflix, I actually try to watch their shows. Like I'm a huge fan of the original content, especially the Marvel stuff. 13 Reasons Why. They have a lot of good documentaries on there. One I saw recently is American Commandante, which is about an American who actually fought for the Castro Revolution. Mm-hmm. So they're getting like PBS right now is having a hard time because they're not getting a lot of public money anymore. So they're actually looking to a lot of these streaming services like Amazon and Netflix to actually get their stuff on board. So a lot of these good PBS specials are actually coming on to Netflix now. And I'm actually really enjoying it because you guys know I'm a huge history buff. So anytime I get a good new documentary about something in the past, I always click on it right away. And it's actually been helping out PBS from what I hear as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that they even got the right to do shit like this whole like Bill Nye Saves the World kind of thing. And I'm thinking, like, what are they going to do that's an adult version of, like, Barney or Arthur? Like, I want to see them grown up or something. Like,
Arthur high school years?
Yeah, exactly. You know, maybe Francine gets her first period.
What they'll do is they'll put it on Netflix. It'll be live action. They'll set it in the town. Look at, you know, just like Riverdale, right?
Yeah. Oh. Riverdale is such a stinker. I mean, did you finish Riverdale all the way?
I did finish it, and one of the best parts about that show is lately there's a trend with a lot of like major series to include incest for some reason.
Oh no!
Like it's the new hottest thing. Yeah, it's the new hottest thing with the network. So like I think it was episode 4 or 5. We were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a secret relationship between the brother and the sister. No, we were wrong on that part. But like on episode 10, they're like, yeah, but your great grandmother and great grandfather, they were cousins.
No.
So incest
So
still occurred.
they went out their way to have incest still occur in the series.
Maybe that's a new thing. I don't know, because I'm noticing that a lot too. But I mean, I don't know. This is Bill Nye's Science Guy. I don't know why. That looks weird too, though. I mean, for being on the topic, but yeah, it's just kind of weird that Netflix is going in this particular route because these are shows and these are all advertised like on the front of most people's pages. And dude, like lots of kids are into Netflix. It's not really that hard to sign up into this shit. You know what I mean? Like, how many people do you think actually put parental controls on this shit? Like, I don't know.
I imagine.
Almost
I
no.
imagine some. You have like some hardcore religious parents that still are out there to try to get that done. But I imagine the most majority of people don't really care to like try to censor what their kids are watching. They just hope to catch them in the act.
See, that's weird too. Why would you want to catch someone jacking out to some porno shit on Netflix or something? Like, I don't know. And I mean, it's not just a sexual thing either. Because here's another thing, dude, that's really kind of strange to me is I don't know how they're getting away with such brutal shows such as fucking 13 Reasons Why. I mean, this is about suicide and glorifying suicide, etc. And you're even talking to me, Ganja, the other day about how apparently we already got copycats doing this shit now.
Yeah, some kid already, and I think it was Sao Paulo, Brazil, actually committed suicide to the same degree. And then he also let notes. My best thing, like a lot of these kids, they try to eliminate these shows. My problem with the show was like if someone kills themselves, the police tend to go through all your files, your computer, go through your house. Like they try to look for a reason why you did it, or if it was like someone that accidentally killed you. So they discovered these tapes and instructions to give him out. Like, do you think his girlfriend was literally going to hand out all 13 of these tapes and wait for motherfuckers to pass them down?
No, I don't think that's the case either. But at the same time, it's like I just want to meet the guy who literally like found this stuff out, like at the scene of her death, and then going like, "Ooh, this reminds me of that show. I'm gonna tell the entire world that she's a ripoff." Like,
right?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
not even that. It's just like teenagers are impressionable, kids are impressionable, but that's when parents come in. Like, you got to teach your kids about the real world and what's fake and what's not. So, like, you can't always be on media 100% because, in the end of the day, you're a parent. Be a parent.
Adrian, I want to ask you actually since you're in here, like, have you seen that 13 Reasons Why yet?
I have not yet. I started the first episode, but I have so many other things I need to watch. But no.
Yeah, plus you're probably like, I don't really need more depression. Like, I mean,
yeah, that's true. I know, right? I have enough of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, even I had enough of that shit. Like, I think all of us have. Like, I don't want to watch something that's gonna put me in a bad mood. I guess, you know. I mean,
well, not only that, it touches on like all the big taboo subjects that make you depressed. Like, they talk about rape, they talk about sexual abuse, and then they end it with suicide. Like, it's all everything to make you very happy.
Oh yeah, the feel good show of the year.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the only way you're gonna make suicide a good ending is to be like, yeah, everything's so bad as far as like being alive. Like, let's just ruin that shit by adding a little sprinkle of suicide at the top. Like, yummy.
I think that was the point of the show, though, because from like I've never seen it myself, but from how Ali and Ganja describe it, they're not trying to say, "Oh, suicide, this is a great thing." They're kind of trying to show how fucked up it is, and not just for the person that's doing it, but for the aftermath as a result of the person that has to find you, the people that have to deal with the fact that you've passed on.
They touch on that, but the problem is I know like a lot of kids, especially like a teenager who copycat it, they just look at the surface. Because, for example, the Kendrick Lamar star Drink, for the longest, I used to think that was just like a party anthem just to actually celebrate getting drunk. And then I recently listened to the lyrics with 90s, and it's all about being anti-alcoholic, how like alcohol affected his family and his loved ones all throughout his life, and how it affects him growing up and just being a person as well. So it does, like, some kids don't look too deep into the message if they're more wrapped up in the murder mystery plotline.
Yeah, no, exactly. And yeah, by the way, we got Dejan up in the house. How you doing, Dejan?
Yes,
hey, Dejan.
the mustard man himself.
Oh, yeah.
King of the mustard.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
What do I
very
sound?
good.
You
Yeah,
sound good,
Okay,
but
good.
I also don't know where you are right now.
Yeah, honestly, it feels
what
like
do
I'm
you-
giving you a blowjob. Like, this is not cool. Oh shit!
Oh.
And
Why
then
do
this.
you do these things?
No. I'm sorry, man. You know what? Just. Oh, wait, it didn't work. God damn it. Shit. I was trying to make that thing go. That's unfortunate. No, but here's the thing, though. As far as the story goes, I mean, I know we kind of got off topic and everything, but the thing is like, you know, a Netflix CEO is trying to get rid of a bunch of shows. Like, do you feel like this is mainly a bad thing, Ganja, or not really?
All right, see, the thing is, from what I'm getting at, is he's trying to get rid of more of the expensive shows that don't get a lot of views. But from the article, it looks like he's also trying to make it go back to an original platform where it was just showcasing movies that are already made and TV shows that were already made. And I don't know if my memory serves me right, but wasn't Netflix actually going through a little bit of trouble before they started the original content? Like, people were just starting to go to other streaming services?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Alan.
No, I was gonna say not really, because Netflix is always popular because it did the thing of, hey, remember that old show you used to watch? It's now on Netflix. All this stuff in one place. Netflix exploded when they did House of Cards, one of their first original programming. But they were doing pretty well. Like they were the name. Like everyone knew Netflix. But again, now it's like a household name because of all the original programming. So a lot of that stuff, like most of it works. But then you have stuff like Sense8, which is garbage, and then you have a Marco Polo, which was too expensive and just failed and never did again.
Not only that, like they only worked real hard on the first season. Like the second season was a complete drop in quality.
Yeah.
And the thing that's weird is like that was scrapped after 2 seasons, which is a little insane, a little much there. And then on top of that too, apparently the Get Down, which something I think Ruthless or somebody was pointing that up.
Let's mention that.
Yeah, and the Get Down was gone after what? How many seasons?
I think only one. I think they never did it. I don't know. I think they're bringing it back,
wow.
but I know that was really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's getting one final season, and it's the one they already recorded, and then they're ending it off after that.
Yeah, but then you have shows like The Crown, which is the most expensive show they've ever done, and that was a massive success. So the idea, like, they're trying to scale back some of their, like, if they scale back some of their original programs so that they're not always doing super expensive shows, but still doing interesting stuff, like, I don't think Orange is the New Black is that expensive, so we're going to keep seeing, like, to that scale of, like, lower tier, not super expensive, giant sets, giant actors, more like it's smaller stuff that they were known for.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I mean, I'm seeing over here too. He apparently, I think his name is Reed Hastings, the guy who founded Netflix, apparently. But he's saying that his hit ratio or their hit ratio was way too high. I thought that's a good thing. Why would you say like, oh man, like we're being way too like popular right now? Like we do not want to have.
I think they're worried about like if one of their shows, like some big show, like for example, The Queen, like that was hyped up hugely. Like if they have another show that's like that and it's hyped up to a point that everyone assumes is going to be another good show, even if it's mediocre, I think I'm feeling the risk of having like a huge backlash against the company because they're such on a high road right now that people would deem the content that's just like okay to meh will be more judged harshly and more critically because they're constantly making out bangers.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see that being the case too. It's just, was just kind of weird. Just a weird situation. Netflix is, I mean, in my opinion, is at its zenith right now. It's doing so fucking well. Everyone knows Netflix, even old people at this point. It's like the norm.
That's the household name.
Yeah, so I mean, just like wow, what a horrible time to pull that shit off or whatever. Hey, Ruthless in the house.
Ruthless.
King Ruthless.
How y'all doing?
Don't call him King Ruthless like he needs that fucking ego boost. God damn it.
I love that. That's actually a good nickname.
Yeah.
It kind of is, honestly, but still, like I don't know. I don't want that.
King, Emperor, Master, God, whichever one you
Okay,
work with.
no. We can't call you Emperor Ruthless.
Emperor
It's gonna be
Ruthless.
way too like dark, man.
I draw the line at Bowen. That's the line, Ruthless.
But I'm gonna go ahead and go to because we might be actually ending right after this. I don't know. Who knows? Sammy, if you start up soon,
Wow.
like holy shit.
Good show.
Yeah, I know, right? No, but I'm gonna read this over here right quick, son. Basically, this is from Skull24 because he's an asshole and I can't fucking stand
Oh
him.
jeez.
But he says, "Are you capable of?" I feel like this question is at me directly too. Like he's like in my face, like dude. But no, are you capable of independent thinking? He says he noticed more and more that people will just repeat what they watch or read online as fact, when in reality it's far from the truth, and the person or persons giving you the information will leave out important facts. I'm actually, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but Adrian,
Oh jeez.
Rotten Tomatoes, sweetheart. Like, let me just.
I don't fuck.
Okay, no,
I don't
actually,
give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes.
well, let me ask you in general though. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I know it's like a really mean thing for me to
Not.
start.
Oh yeah, that's.
Adrian, I want to talk to you about your love of tomatoes right now.
Because the ones that aren't close friends.
But no,
All
the
right,
thing is-
just say it, Nick. Say
No,
what you gotta
because
say.
one thing I feel like, I mean, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, whatever, because I probably am. I'm just talking shit. But sometimes I
Probably.
feel like when you say certain reviews of movies, like, no, I think this was good because this, and this, I feel like it comes way too, like, appropriately timed after, like, a huge, like, everyone says it's good. Like, I never heard you go against the grain, except for L. I think L, you really fucking hated. And most
Oh,
people loved
fuck
it.
that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, do you feel yourself doing that? Like, sometimes you've seen another person's opinion on something, or, like, a huge, massive opinion about something.
Do you mean
it
like
kinda-
does it influence me sometimes?
Yeah, yeah.
Not gonna lie, sometimes it will, but
Like,
I try
like Suicide Squad. I want to ask you about this actually, because you don't like that movie, right?
to. Overall, no.
Okay, because I'm wondering too. Maybe I can go to all of you guys about this particular movie, or even Batman vs Superman. But like when people start talking shit about Zack Snyder and Batman vs Superman, all these movies, when you first like saw the movies after hearing all this stuff, were like right away like, okay, this is gonna be bad. I know it's gonna be bad. I'm ready to start making fun of
Oh
it.
no, I went in giving it a chance. I really did, but There's some Zack Snyder movies I like. But
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know, because, like, this question kind of seems a little, like,
I know, it's like-
insulting. Like, are you
it's false,
capable?
so.
Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're all capable, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think what
No
he's
idea is original anyway.
Are
so.
you able to see like
True.
something in science? Oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
No, actually, Alan, go ahead. Like, I mean, I want to ask you the same thing. Like, I mean, you don't have to answer in the exact way that he asked you, but I mean, yeah, like, independent thinking. Like, is there any times where you kind of, you know, it's hard to explain, like, because people
I
don't
think
want
I
to
do
admit
know what
to.
you're getting at, but
Yeah.
it's something in science that one of the most important lessons in science is it teaches you right off the bat. Just because someone has a PhD doesn't mean they're smart.
Mm-hmm.
Just because somebody has doctor in front of their name doesn't mean they know what the fuck they're talking about. So it teaches you like you can disbelieve things that you hear, but you have to have a reason, like some sort of evidence to disbelieve it. So science does, for the most part, teach you like you can't really believe everything you hear. So whenever I hear like, oh, a movie is complete utter garbage, my first thought is why, or maybe I'll like it. Like one of my favorite movies is Battleship. That movie is objectively trash, and you would never hear anyone that would say it's good. But when I watch it, I laugh my ass off. I enjoy it. So I would say like, yeah, this is a fun bad movie. But if I listened to everyone's opinion, I would have never enjoyed Battleship. So it's like when you hear an opinion, you have to kind of think like that's just a bunch of people's thoughts. You might be completely different. So that's why some people can get influenced by decisions that they didn't necessarily make themselves. But I think like to a certain degree, people are capable of free thinking. It's just more often than not, people kind of group together their thoughts.
Yeah, and I feel the same way too. I mean, like Deja, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, man. Like, what do you feel in the sense of like, are people capable of independent thinking? Like, does a lot of other people's opinions kind of rub off on you?
Yes, people are capable of independent thinking. I think when people are evaluating a source, they should also try to find out what's if there's any bias or any angle that they're aiming for, instead of just believing idea for what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with all of you guys. And Ruthless, I'm gonna change the question for you a little bit. I'm gonna pull this up again. So Ruthless, my question to you, my own version, is how full of shit do you think Skull is?
Do we put a poll?
No, it's an interesting thought to kind of deal with that idea of questioning, can people be objective in their thinking? Because that's what he's really asking.
Yeah.
Can people be objective in their thinking? And I think, yeah, often we are very objective in how we approach things, but it doesn't mean that we don't have a subjective opinion about it as well. Like, listen, there are things that I absolutely despise on an objective level, but subjectively, yeah, I get why somebody's into it. Like, we'll use, last week's Midnight Chat Attack, for example. People think that I was mad at Ganja, and it was like, no, objectively, I have a problem with Bill Maher. Subjectively, like, me and Ganja can talk about Bill Maher's comedy however often we want to. It's not going to be a problem. I don't subjectively have the same opinion I have objectively. And I think that's what Skull was badly wording, but trying to get at. And that's what you end up with. It's like, well, you didn't think it the way I thought it, or you aren't coming to it from the same angle I am, so you must not have independent thought. Like, no, people have plenty of independent thought, but sometimes you agree with the group on what something is, but not how you feel about what that something is. Like Alan was explaining with the movie. Like, he likes Battleship. He doesn't objectively think Battleship's a good movie. He just subjectively enjoys his experience with it. And I think that's what we have to get away from, taking the objective as everyone's subjective opinion as well. Like, that does us all a disservice.
Yeah, God, that was beautifully said. Because that's the thing too. Like, even I thought, like, if you're talking about other people thinking that, I thought you and Gandra are gonna whoop each other's ass. Like, that was amazing last Saturday.
Man, we have more deeper conversations after hours.
So yeah, if you stayed around for the after hours, you guys would see how deep we get in the conversation about stuff. That there was never a problem.
They almost get into a fist fight and go, "Are you fighting over Bill Maher?"
That's the thing too. Like, okay, like as far as passions of that nature too. Like, let me just ask my own question. That's really not something that Skull asked, but like, can you take someone else's opinion in that sense and kind of like take it for what it is instead of actually getting mad? Like, because I feel like you two kind of handled that pretty well, but it did get heated. Like, I mean, we could pretend like, hey, we all had a deep conversation and we just kind of like got off of it, whatever. But like, I mean, are you guys capable of not getting upset?
That's the thing. Like, people confuse like heated debate and like real good conversation with like people actually going after each other's character. If you watch the conversation now, at one point did me and Rufus actually insult each other or actually throw insults or called each other names, and we kept to the subject matter. We may have got heated because we were defending our opinions on the subject, but it was mostly based on the subject. The problem is a lot of people in our generation, if they just want to assume that's a discount to your character if you believe something opposite of them now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
I'm
sometimes
glad
it
exactly
is.
right.
Yeah. Oh, and Julian's in the house. The return.
Yo.
The return of the Heimendinger. Yo.
Let me look for a monkey.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. No, and actually, I'm gonna start off with you, Julian, on this because I think I know what your answer is, and I kind of want your opinion on it. But like, one question I'm gonna ask as well, too, to everybody in the call, is what is a certain topic of argument that always gets you emotionally into it, where you start flipping the fuck out? So, Julian, I'm gonna ask you first, and you might have more than one answer, so maybe we can just say something and go back to you too. But yeah, like.
I get triggered when people I don't know, man. Just if you're Republican, that's like the easy way to put it. Yeah. I don't know. It's so hard to talk about. I'm trying not to give the same answer I've given 100 times. Like, dude, talking about guns triggers the fuck out of me. And when that guy came on here, it pissed me off because it's like, no, not only is your opinion wrong, you are wrong as a person. You are a bad person.
He's like morally wrong. Like it's not like a informational thing. It's like no, you're fucked up. So yeah, I get that. But yeah, Ganja, actually, how about you? Because I don't really see you ever fucking flip out over anything.
Well, see, the thing is, like, I don't ever assume, like, when we're, like, for instance, me and Ruthless, we talked about, communism, socialism, governments, different form of governments, and, you would think me personally, just how I get about politics, I would get heated about it. But the thing is, if people come rationality towards the table about a certain topic, I can pretty much discuss anything. It's just when I feel like people are trying to attack me on a moral ground that I tend to get offended. Like they're trying to say that they're better than me because they believe this. Like I understand that people have different ideas or different opinions about stuff. Like we all have that. That's what makes humans better as a species because we all don't think the same way. It gives us our flavor. But like I hate when people try to take that as like, oh, now I have to really change your opinion, or they'll just assume my intelligence is lower because I think of this subject.
So Ganja, can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your flavor?
Chocolate.
Oh, okay.
No, actually,
he's a dirty communist. He's a dirty communist.
No, you know what's funny?
We eat vanilla here, you fucking monster.
I would have failed with the baseball quizzes, Ruthless.
No, but you know what's funny too is like I know what Ganja's actual flavor is. He just won't say it in front of Ruthless, but his flavor is actually Pepsi. So.
You getting them Kardashian checks?
Oh, man.
Oh, I wish.
Those fat ass Kardashian checks.
Look out for the Ganja Guru app game. It takes like $5 to play past level 3.
No, but Adrian, I'm actually gonna throw this to you too because once again, like I'm gonna pick on people that don't really get mad over shit, and you don't seem to get too mad.
Not always. Of course, politics. Michael Bay, of course. Well,
Transformers.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess politics is really the big one for me.
Yeah, I see that being the thing too, because I mean that's your life. Like I mean that's your whole country and everything, the future of your life and country. So I get that. But yeah, Alan, how about you? You actually get mad a lot. Like I fuck with you a lot.
People like I had conversation with you, Nick, and Ganja, and everyone in the chat all the time, and they assume because I get heated that I'm angry. It's like no, that's me being excited. I love debate. I love arguing. I love discussing because I like seeing things from other people's point of view. And to me, like, no topic ever gets me legitimately mad at people. It's only when the argument turns into them feeling superior because they have a different opinion to me. Like, they oh, you like this? You're a fucking idiot. Or ha, ha, ha. You like this or you don't know this. Like, when they feel that they're better than me because they know something that I don't, or I don't know something, or that something that I like isn't, like, deemed worthy of liking. Yeah. It's like, oh, you like that? How can you like that? So I think when they feel superior to me, that's the only time where I objectively get mad.
And I think, and even then, me and you have debates. Like, for instance, I have a hard time, like, I have a hard time, like, when rationalizing people that are religious, that are also hugely into science. Yeah. And me and Alan actually got into a conversation like that, and I was questioning your morality, but because we did it in a calm nature and it was never disrespectful, we actually got to exchange each other's information and thoughts about life. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to be open as well.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with that, too. Dejan, how about you, man? It's a catch-up.
The question again?
That was fell asleep in class.
No, it's you know. By the way, I'd be the asshole teacher to like make sure to like put the fucking like spotlight on him. Like, yeah, people look at him, dumbass. No, but no, Dejan, like seriously, what pisses you off, or what topic of debate gets you like emotionally invested?
I don't think.
I mean, prescription glasses.
Oh, jeez.
Condiment?
I don't think I really get heated about anything. I try to have a cool and calm behavior.
Yeah.
When the mustard isn't Dijon, it gets me fucking pissed. It's like, no, grain or nothing.
Yeah, one thing I will say, one thing that always gets me is when someone calls me out on passions, and that's what I was going to assume Julie was going to say. Because now that I have you on, I mean, like, it's just one of those things where I think people have seen us go at it sometimes, and I know Alan knows this for sure. Like, I fucking hate when people argue with me about music. Like, I fucking flip the fuck out. And, like, because I'm passionate about it, and I think, Julie, maybe you and I can kind of meet in the middle there in the sense of, like, yeah, like, when people tell you about your passions or you being incorrect about your passions, like, it really just gets under your fucking skin just like it does me. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just... It's one of those things
I just take every opinion with a grain of salt, and I know that even my own opinions can be unique to me, but I think that everyone should believe them because obviously they're right because they're my opinions. But, like, dude, I listen to Limp Bizkit. Like, obviously I know that that's not going to be for everyone. There's an album called Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water.
Yep.
Like, that's fucking stupid. Like,
that album is great. I love that album. No, fuck that.
but like, everyone has like their own interests and shit. And like, see, like, I try to like anime, and I've watched a couple hours of it now, and it's still like,
yeah.
Like what?
But you can admit that like it's not like you're above it. It's just you
No,
don't get it.
I just don't. I'm trying so hard.
Every anime night, he's trying.
Did you get so far?
What is
And in
going
the
on?
end, nothing even matters.
Exactly.
No, but people, I'm gonna go and show you something really quick. Copyright infringement. Yes, people. Double
Oh,
Toasted has
that other
started.
Mexican friend.
Sammy ain't seen shit, and man, I really cannot wait for this review. So I am actually gonna end this shit because y'all want to watch that instead. Everybody wants to watch that, and I want to watch it. And plus, if something fucks up, you're only gonna see it live because we'll get them scissors, and that shit will be gone. So, with that said, people, snippety snip snip. But yeah, people, that is it. I am done. There's only one thing left to say because we gotta get the fuck out of here so y'all can watch the show. What is that?
Bird.
What?
Yeah, wait, countdown. That's what we're supposed to do.
Chad,
Chad, you jackass.